and consider the challenges that we face more collectively. Our meeting today comes amidst a rapidly changing global economic and political situation. The COVID-19 pandemic has resulted in an enormous setback to global health and to global economy. It has changed the way we imagine societies, workplaces, supply chains, and governance. It also highlights the inadequacy of the existing multilateral structures to meet new and emerging threats. We need diversified supply chains and more regional solutions. India has been steadfast in its resolve for the fight against COVID-19. We have supplied vaccines to more than 90 countries, including Tajikistan and Uzbekistan. We have also offered the CoWIN platform to assist the vaccination programs of our friendly partners. At the same time, we deeply appreciate the support extended to us by the international community during the second COVID wave, especially from Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan. I would like to express my gratitude to all of you for the great care you took to ensure the welfare of Indian students in your countries during the pandemic. Despite the impact of the pandemic, our countries have sustained the momentum of our relations. I've had the privilege of meeting each one of you in 2021 earlier, 4 of you in your own capitals. We are very pleased at the state of our bilateral relations, but we know that the potential is very much more. Each one of us today faces the test of rebuilding our economy. Our pursuit of SDGs must also be energized. But together we can do this better, and India, I assure you, will be your steadfast partner. We already have a good history of cooperation, but my message to you today is a readiness to take it to the next level. Our ties must now focus around 4 C's: commerce, capacity enhancement, connectivity, and contacts. Excellencies, we all also share deep-rooted historical and civilizational ties with Afghanistan. Our concerns and objectives in that country are similar: a truly inclusive and representative government, the fight against terrorism and drug trafficking, ensuring unhindered humanitarian assistance, and preserving the rights of women, children, and minorities. We must find ways of helping the people of Afghanistan. I once again extend a warm welcome. I'm confident that our discussions today will help set the directions for the next steps in our relationship, and I would now like to invite the Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister of Kazakhstan to make his opening remarks.
Thank you. Distinguished colleagues, I am pleased to welcome all participants to the 3rd ministerial meeting of the Central Asia-India Dialogue, and thank the Indian side personally to His Excellency Mr. Jaishankar for warm welcome and genuine Indian hospitality in this beautiful city of New Delhi. The inaugural conference held in Samarkand in 2019, as well as the second virtual meeting in 2020, provided a great platform to in-depth discussion on topical issues of regional and global agenda, thus facilitated a stronger dialogue and boosted regional connectivity. I am confident that this forum serves as yet another milestone event to reaffirm our shared priorities and commitment to elevate our partnership to the qualitative new level. It's very symbolic that our meeting is taking place at a time when Central Asia nations are celebrating their 30th anniversary of independence. Acknowledging this dialogue as an effective consultative mechanism, we are committed to fostering constructive cooperation in all its dimensions, including economic and political spheres. During the past 3 decades, Kazakhstan and India have developed successful and dynamic relations across the whole spectrum of cooperation. We have established solid cooperation in politics, economy, science, technology, as well as cultural, and humanitarian spheres. Strategic partnership with India is dynamically growing and increasingly covers new areas of interaction. We are eager to maintain trustworthy political dialogue and look forward to organizing a high-level visit by President Tokayev to India next year that could be coincided with the 30th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between our two countries. Joint events that we have scheduled for the next year will certainly help to boost bilateral political, economic, cultural, and humanitarian ties. We welcome India's active role and growing interest in Central Asia. Our region is now on a new development stage towards the unprecedented convergence in politics, economy, trade, and security. Regular consultative meeting of the head of states of Central Asia became milestone collective achievement. As a result of our collaborative efforts, Central Asia represents a dynamically developing region with unique transport, transit, energy, as well as tourism options. Today, our countries restore pre-pandemic indicators in mutual trade. After slight decline last year, the trade turnover between Kazakhstan and Central Asia countries has increased by 30% to this August and amounted to $3.7 billion. We believe this dialogue will also contribute to the relations with India, both bilaterally and multilaterally, in terms of attracting its huge potential for the Central Asia development. Thank you.
Thank you, Excellency. May I now request the Foreign Minister of the Kyrgyz Republic to make his statement.
Your Excellencies, dear respected Mr. Jaishankar, Your Excellencies, ministers, dear colleagues and participants of the meeting today, I'm glad to welcome you all in today's third dialogue of India-Central Asia. I would like to thank to the Indian side which invited us, and Jaishankarji, Subramanianji, thank you for wonderful organization of India Central Asia Dialogue, and for the special relations between Central Asian countries. Utilizing this opportunity, I would like to thank you for celebration of the 30th anniversary of our relations. Our relations are, of course, like brotherhood relationship, and our relations with Central Asian India are very grateful. I would also like to thank to our friends who have recently celebrated 30th anniversary of independence, and of course, like we always wish all peace and development. As we all know that we have to celebrate like what has been initiated in 2019 at the stage in India, which provide the opportunity to have regular meetings and dialogues to find out the mechanism not only in business or trade, but also to develop cultural or humanitarian relations between the not only regions but with others also. I'm very happy to say that we are having a good relations and talk and with India and Central Asia region, which provides the dynamics of relations. I would like to also point out that dialogues between our countries are in the such kind of meetings are having a fruitful results, like other organizations also, SCO, UNESCO, Interpol, and other such kind of platforms. being in Central Asia, at the center of world, of course, like it has the very warm relations with Indian side, and of course India and Central Asian countries share the deep-rooted historical relations. Today, India is the strategical partner for all countries of Central Asia, and we have like political and economical, cultural relations and partnership and cooperation. Special place of our relations is the security, and we are happy that we had recently talked about Afghanistan, about the safety and security of the region. We, as a Kyrgyzstan, we are ready to support and collaborate in all the measurements to make this region safer. And we wish that further also we would develop our relations. Thank you very much.
May I now ask the Foreign Minister of Tajikistan to make his statement.
Thank you. Dear Dr. Jaishankar, dear colleagues, at the outset I would like to extend my sincere appreciation to our distinguished colleague, Mr. Jaishankar, and his team for a very warm hospitality and excellent arrangements for the third dialogue of India and Central Asia. At the same time, I am pleased to extend sincere congratulations of the government of Tajikistan on the 75th anniversary of India's independence, and wish to the brotherly people and government of India peace, progress and prosperity. Cooperation with India, including within the framework of the India-Central Asia dialogue and the other mechanisms of regional cooperation, had a particular importance for Tajikistan. Since the next year, we will mark the 30th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between the countries of Central Asia and India. Today's discussions are acquiring more significance for us. Tajikistan considers the dialogue as a key to the development and strengthening of mutually beneficial partnership. The dialogue plays a significant role in improving our connectivity and increasing trade, as well as forging closer ties between the peoples of India and Central Asia. The ties of Central Asia and India are based on common historical, cultural and linguistic roots that our peoples preserved over many centuries. Since the Middle Ages, the peoples of our countries, through exchanges and migrating, mutually enriched their culture, customs and languages. A growing trend in the regional integration of Central Asia, which is now obvious, creates new opportunities for expanding cooperation between our region and India. At the same time, today, India is one of the fastest growing economies, where a powerful industrial base has been created and considerable scientific and technical potential has been accumulated. Both advantages create a favorable basis for increasing mutually beneficial cooperation in trade, economy, industry, energy, health, education, agriculture, culture, and other areas. I wish to all of us successful and constructive discussions today. I thank you for your attention.
Excellency, may I now request the Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister of Turkmenistan to make his remarks.
Thank you very much, Excellency. Your Excellencies, Ministers of Foreign Affairs, members of delegations, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let me express my gratitude to the Minister of External Affairs of the Republic of India, Mr. Jaishankar, for the initiative to convene this meeting for hospitality of our Indian friends. We regard today's meeting as a key event in the preparation process for the upcoming Central Asia-India Summit in January next year. In general, it should be emphasized that dialogue in this multilateral format is of special importance, able to have serious constructive impact on arising major challenges on the regional and global agenda, including political, security, economic, environmental issues, and the human dimension. Central Asia-India dialogue, in our opinion, is natural and impartial. Its development is reasonable both from the historical and perspective point of views. Our peoples are successors of historical experience of good neighborliness, mutual understanding, and joint traditions. In modern context, this experience is able to play a crucial role in establishing systemic, long-term relations between the countries of Central Asia and India, the transition to form priority lines of cooperation based on understanding of its mutual benefit and consistency with the interests of our peoples and states. Next year, together, we will celebrate a significant anniversary, the 30 years since the establishment of diplomatic relations between the independent states of Central Asia and the Republic of India, which opened a new stage in the centuries-old history of our relations. The upcoming anniversary creates good opportunities to rethink and enrich our cooperation in the spirit of modern global development. In this regard, I am convinced that today's dialogue will set the right guidelines for further partnership, close adjustment of our positions and approaches towards new goals of cooperation. Thank you very much, Excellencies, for your attention.
Thank you, Excellency. And now may I request the Foreign Minister of Uzbekistan to make his remarks.
Thank you. Distinguished Mr. Jaishankar, dear colleagues, I join the words of gratitude to our esteemed friend, Minister Jaishankar, for organization of the third meeting of the India-Central Asia Dialogue. This interaction platform, launched in 2019, is progressively strengthening its role as an effective tool for promoting interregional cooperation in Central and South Asia. The framework has been designed to contribute to the preservation of peace and security in the two historically connected regions. In the existing circumstances, the new proposals and initiatives to strengthen their cooperation aim at overcoming the consequences of the pandemic, restoring economic growth, and achieving the long-term sustainable socio-economic development are in demand as never before. Despite modern challenges, the Uzbek side is convinced that the new prospects for productive cooperation are opening up for Central and South Asia, primarily in the solidifying the trade and economic ties, as well as implementing innovative scientific, technological, cultural, humanitarian, and human potential. The agenda of today's meeting has been most relevant topics that requires joint discussions. The issue of the challenging situation in neighboring Afghanistan and the need to develop the unified and coordinated approach towards this country also needs to be discussed. In this regard, I am confident that during our meeting we will have a constructive and thorough exchange of views in the spirit of traditional mutual understanding and partnership. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Excellency. This concludes the public segment of our event. We will just wait a few minutes for the media to leave the room, and we would then